and import that over. Do it slowly.
Legale.
Legale. Good.
Legale.
Okay, so you have the E, which is like the E in elephant. And this is the same sound that we're adding on to the end of the words, no? Normale, generale, legale. Illegal, illegal. If we think about how it's written, we have an I and then an E. But they are both making the same sound in English. Illegal. But this won't happen in Italian. So the I there is like the sound in ink. And the E like in elephant. So how would you say illegal?
Your destiny
Illegale.
awaits.
Very good. Illegale. And you pronounce both L's as well. Illegale.
Illegale.
Very good. Global.
Globale.
Globale. Good.
Globale.
And the U is like ooh.
Globale.
Ah, sorry. I meant the word plural.
Oh.
And the U is like ooh.
Plurale.
Plurale. Good. And there we see the vowels in Italian are much more consistent than in English. Now in English the pronunciation can be quite random, as we saw with illegal. We have an I and we have an E and they sound the same. But Italian is going to be much more faithful to how it's written. The word for is, or he is, she is, it is, all of that is e. Now this e is pronounced a little bit smiley. So make a smile and with an open mouth make e. And there you will get the sound. Smile and open mouth. E. A little like the e on yeah, like when you say yeah, but it also stops quite sharply. E. So this means is or it is, he is, she is, all of that. So how would you say it is global?
Globale.
Globale. Good. It is normal.
Normale.
Normale. And I mentioned that this can mean is or it is, he is, she is. So this same sentence could mean he is normal or she is normal. How would you say it is natural? Now to get natural in Italian, you should think about how it's written. So we don't include this, for example, the ch sound there. We have in English natural, but in Italian you will pronounce the T like a T.
Naturale. Naturale.
So Italian likes consonant vowel, so you will really split that up. So like where in English we eat that U up, natural, we completely eat it up, but it's there. So in Italian we can pronounce that U clearly like an U.
Naturale.
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 Good. Now it's really important to get this e right, because if you don't do it with a smiley face and an open mouth, if you don't
Not
make it
in
sound, that
Mudil.
means and.
Sorry.
So we have for is or it is, he is, she is, and a much weaker, more closed for and. So if you were to say something like it's normal and natural, how would that be?
Normale. Naturale.
Very good. Normale, naturale. So you should listen out for the difference between these two E's. And how open or closed these two different E's sound really depends on the dialect. So we just want to be aware of this difference and listen out for it. And this is the best way to get much closer to the difference between the two sounds. It is not, he is not, she is not, is non-e, non-e.
Non-e.
How would you say it's not ideal? It's not ideal. So let's start with it is not.
Non-e.
And now think of ideal. Think about how it's written to get the Italian pronunciation.
Ideale.
The I, we don't pronounce it like I, like in ideal, do we? How do we pronounce it in Italian?
Edile.
Like ink.
Edile.
Requires a lot of thought, this one, huh? You have a lot of vowels to think about here. English fuses them together. In Italian, you will take the time to pronounce each vowel, and then we will stick another E on the end, of course, for Italian.
Ideale.
Good. So how would you say it's not ideal?
Non-e. Ideale.
Good, but careful not to pronounce two L's on the end there, ideale. No, we want to say ideale, non e ideale. How would you say it's original?
Originale.
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 Non è originale.
Non è
Non è
originale.
originale.
How would you say real in Italian? That ends AL, no?
Reale.
Reale. Good. So again we have the E, so it's like an E. So in English we say real, but an E in Italian is like E. Reale.
Reale.
Re, E. So you make more like real, and that's just a transfer coming from English.
Okay.
So whilst we pick out these Latin words from English, we want to be careful not to transfer over the English sounds at the same time. Letter E is like an elephant.
Reale.
Much better. Now,
Much
the
better.
R in Italian is rolling or flicking.
Oh,
It can also
shoot.
sound quite a bit heavier. This just depends on the dialect. More like r, r. Now, many learners might find this sound intimidating, but it's much more simple than it looks or sounds. The first thing with dealing with sounds generally is that it's a really bad idea to worry about it, to be stressed. So forget the idea that the sound is difficult and relax the mouth. The most important thing is that when the mouth produces sounds, it's relaxed. So a tense mouth can't do anything. So we can forget the fact that the R is rolling and we can just focus on the vowel.
Я застрял!
With a nice clear E.
E.
Now we put the R before, but we're still focusing on getting the vowel right rather than
Ну
focusing
йоу!
on
Ну кому
rolling
щиты
the
сделаны?
R. So we're focused on the good E, and then we do E, Re.
Re.
You see, and it puts your tongue in the right position. You can hear a couple of weak flicks there that come by themselves, no? E, Re. And when your mouth is naturally relaxed and the tongue is relaxed, then that happens quite naturally if you're in the right position for the E. So that's the best way to practice the sound if you have any problem with it. Concentrate on the vowel that comes afterwards. E, Re, E, Re. Reale.
Re. Reale.
And also careful not to double that L, no?
Жесть, как же он бьет.
Reale, reale. How would you
Реале.
say it is real and original? It is real
Reale.
and original. And this is the weaker one, the more closed one.
Originale.
Reale e originale. Very
Шел
good.
нахрен.
Reale also means royal. The same in Spanish, for example, Real Madrid is not Real Madrid, it's Royal Madrid. And we have the word for king as well, connected, re in Italian.
Re.
Or the king, il re. And we find this re around in English as well, like Tyrannosaurus rex means the king of the tyrannical lizards or something like that. Also, loyal has the same pattern. So as royal becomes reale, loyal follows that same pattern. It's a little bit different to loyal. So that's the same as royal, reale, loyal,
Лояле.
leale. Good. How would you
Leale.
say he is loyal or she is loyal?
Leale.
Good. E leale. And real? What was real again?
Reale. Reale.
Good. Better. Much better. So we added E to get the Italian. No, we said that most Italian words end in vowels. So to get the Italian here, we're adding an E. Real, reale, as well as pronouncing all the other vowels as they're written. Now, li, as in really, or really, L-Y, li in Italian is mente. Mente.
Как же
So
он
if we say
херачит с
really,
этой
this
пушки-то.
mente ends in a vowel. So we don't need that extra air that we put on really.
Просто жест.
We don't need that anymore when we add this mente to say really, because that already ends in a vowel. So how might that sound? How would that sound really if you wanted to say really?
Realmente.
Realmente. So the air that we put on the end of real, we don't need it anymore. We're already ending in a vowel, so we lose it. Realmente. Really. So how is
Realmente.
global?
Globale.
Globale. Globally.
Globalmente.
Globalmente. Original.
Originalmente.
Just original.
Originale.
But the word by itself, how is it?
Originale.
Good. Originally.
Originalmente.
Very good. Originalmente. How would you say generally it's legal? Generally it's legal.
Generalmente è legale.
We're still carrying over quite a strong E sound from English. Legal. No? So give me again legal.
Legale.
Much better. Good. Legale. So generally it's legal.
Generalmente è legale.
Generalmente è legale. In English we have quite a Germanic accenting pattern even when we are using Latin words often. So we say generally, we have that kind of heavy initial accent, generally. And
Блин,
then
ну
when we pronounce
жесть.
the vowels, we kind of swallow them up. Generally, no?
Yeah.
Generally. But Italian won't do that. Generalmente, generalmente, naturalmente.
Generalmente.
How was normal?
Normale.
Good. And normally?
Normalmente.
Normalmente. And this you can use like usually. So you could say, usually he's loyal, for example. No? Normally he's loyal. So normally
Normalmente.
he is or she is loyal.
È loyale. Leale.
Very good. Normally he's loyal, normally she's loyal, normalmente è leale. Very good. Words ending IBLE and ABLE in English are also from Latin. Unless we stick something on, like, you know, unless we say huggable, you know, somebody is huggable, then it's not Latin. But if we say possible, probable, no, this is a Latin word. And we can also make this Italian. IBLE and ABLE become IBILE.
Да иди в жопу!
IBILE and ABILE.
Блин, какой же он жесткий. Я не знаю, что
It's
делать.
like the vowel sound that we pronounce in English that we don't write, if you think about it. So that's very interesting. When we say possible, we pronounce a vowel between the B and the L. Possible. No, there's a vowel there, but we don't write it. We have an E on the end that we don't pronounce. No, but Italian writes it. So ABLE becomes ABILE, and IBLE becomes IBILE. Abile, ibile. So, possible becomes possibile, possibile. But we also pronounce the two S's. Possibile.
Possibile.
Good. And probable, how would that be? Probable.
А куда он тэпнулся?
Probabile.
Take it slowly, syllable by syllable.
Probabile.
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 So it's just like
Probabile.
in English, probable, and then you make each of those
Probabul.
vowels more
Probabul.
Italian sounding, so probabil, and then you pronounce the E that we don't pronounce in English, probabile.
Probabile.
Good. So, give me again possible, take it slowly. I want you to work with the syllables.
Possibile.
Very good. It felt good
Possibile.
to take it slowly, no? Like more confidence. And probable?
Probable. Probabile.
Think of how it's written. How it's spelled P-R-O, no? B-A. Proba.
Probabile. Probabile. Seems like an extra B.
There's two B's as well in English, just that the vowel between them is so reduced, you hardly feel them. Probable, probable. But there's still two B's there, no? Probable, probabile.
Probabile.
Good, so that's probable. Now, how would you say probably? Again, because we had mente that has a vowel on the end, we don't need the final E of probabile. We can get rid of it. So give it a try.
Probabilmente.
Probabilmente. Very good.
Probabilmente.
Very good. So that's probably. How would you say probably it's real? Probably it's real.
Ну все, нет.
Probabilmente è reale.
Probably.
О, это Гандамеджанде.
It's original.
Probabilmente è originale.
Very good. Probabilmente è
Probabilmente
originale.
è
Possible? How
originale.
was possible?
Possibile.
Possibile. And possibly?
Possibilmente.
So the E on the end, we don't need it anymore because mente ends in a vowel. Possibilmente.
Possibilmente.
Slowly. And not from memory, but take the time to find it again. Take that time.
Possibilmente.
Good. Possibilmente.
Possibilmente.
How was natural?
Naturale.
Good, but the ch sound is from English. No, actually we have a T here.
Naturale.
Very good. Naturale. Naturally.
Naturalmente.
Very good. Naturalmente. Now this can mean like obviously. So you could say obviously, naturally, it's original.
Naturalmente è originale.
Naturalmente è originale. How was normal?
Normale.
Good. And normally or usually?
Normalmente.
Normalmente. Normally it's digital.
Normalmente è digitale.
Very good. Normalmente è digitale. Tell me again how it's possible.
Possibile.
Possibile. Good. And impossible, how would impossible be?
Impossibile.
Impossibile.
So on the end I really want to hear
Impossibile.
this. Impossibile.
Impossibile.
Impossibile. Good.
Impossibile.
Incredible would be
Incredibile.
incredibile. Very good. So
Incredibile.
incredible is just the Latin of unbelievable. The in is like un, no? Incredible, incredibile, unbelievable. So if you wanted to say believable, you could just get rid of the in of incredible. How would that be? Believable.
Credibile.
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 Well, like credible in English, just in English it sounds very formal.
Credibile.
And how would you say it's believable?
È credibile.
È credibile. Good. I want in Italian is voglio.
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 Now this is spelled Voglio, and the pronunciation will vary quite a lot across Italy and in different dialects. The G is pronounced like the Y here, it's soft. No. So the first bit is like voi, and then we hear yo.
Voi.
Voglio. The L can sound quite swallowed up. It really depends on the dialect. So whatever you feel more comfortable with, and just listen out to whoever you're practicing with, and you'll pick up the accent. So this is voglio, I want, and this is actually connected to the word volunteer in English. When you do something as a volunteer, you do it through wanting. So volunteer, voglio. And you may also notice that voglio is two words in English, no? I want. And the O on the end is actually what shows us that it's I, voglio.
Voglio.
Good. How was it is, he is, she is?
È.
Good. And he is not, she is not? What did we have for not or don't, and where did it go?
Non è.
Good. So
Non
we can use
è.
this non to say I don't want. No, we will just put this non before voglio. So how would that be?
Non è voglio.
Think it through, not from memory.
Voglio. Non voglio. Non voglio.
Non voglio. The word for it is lo.
Lo.
L-O. Lo.
Lo.
And if you say I want...
Да ладно, он меня
you come
перебил.
first in Italian you will say it I want. It I want. So how would that be?
Lo voglio.
Good. Lo voglio. If you say I don't want it, then don't is going to come first. So how would that be? I don't want it.
Voglio. Non.
So think, rather than thinking about it all together, just think about what will come first and then what will come next. So we take our time to think it through slowly like this.
Non.
And then what's next?
Lo.
Good. And then?
Voglio.
Very good. Non lo voglio. Give me again I want.
Voglio.
Good. I don't want.
Non voglio.
And I don't want it.
Our yellow wolf.
Non lo voglio.
Very good. So we can combine this with hundreds of verbs we can pull right out of Latin English and convert into Italian. When we have a word ending Asian in English, Asian, like A-T-I-O-N, the great majority of the time it's a very easy job to find the corresponding verb in Italian. Now, what is a verb? The verb is the word with to, like to cancel, to invite. Voglio, I want, is also a verb from to want. So, invitation, no, for example, is a word we have that ends Asian in English. We can get rid of this Asian and put are, A-R-E. So, invitation, invitare,
Invitare.
and we get to invite, just like that. And we can do this with hundreds of other verbs as well. So for example, we have in English visitation. We don't use it very much, visitation rights in a hospital or prison, but it exists. And that means we can find the verb to visit in Italian. We're just going to take off that Asian and we're going to put are.
Visitare.
Visitare. Very nicely pronounced. Cancel, to cancel, is cancellare. So CE or CI in Italian makes c'è, ci. So
C'è.
here we get cancellare. And also there's two L's in this verb. Cancellare.
Cancellare.
Good, and we want to pronounce both of those L's. It might feel like a little bit of a pause actually. Cancellare.
Cancellare.
Very good. So there might be some little changes, you know. Invitation, invitare was quite straightforward, but cancel, cancellare. We have two changes there.
That is a dolbal.
CE making chair, which is quite obvious, and then the two L's, which is less obvious. Cancellare.
This is on
How would
dalballe.
you say I want to cancel? I want is the first part.
Voglio.
Good.
Voglio.
Cancellare.
Very
Cancellare.
Good. Two L's. Cancellare.
Cancellare.
Very good.
Cancellare.
I want it.
Lo voglio.
Lo voglio.
Lo
Now,
voglio.
if you say I want to cancel
Lo
it, you
voglio.
can keep that it up front.
Cancellare.
Lo voglio cancellare.
Very
Lo
good.
voglio cancellare.
And if you
Cancellare.
wanted to say, I
Lo
don't
voglio
want to cancel it,
cancellare.
how would you say that? I don't want to cancel it.
Waiting to be claimed.
Non lo voglio cancellare.
Very good. Non lo voglio cancellare. Good. So we have the non first. How might you say to celebrate? We have celebration, so we just take it to Asian. We put...
Celebrare.
Very good that you got the chair. Very good. Okay, now that's very good. Take it slowly, syllable by syllable.
Celebellare.
Syllable by syllable. You don't want to have a salad. You want to be confident. So take your time. You will get much faster at this.
Celebritare.
You will get much faster at this, but you really must take your time in the beginning. And also not make shortcuts. You don't want to go from celebrate, because then you would get something like celebratare, which is not the first. You want to go from celebration. That's our route. We start with celebration, we remove the Asian, we put are, and we make it sound a little bit more Italian as we go through, syllable by syllable, and we see what we end up with.
Celebrare.
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 So we must go through syllable by syllable, slowly. Like I say, this process will get much quicker, but not if you rush. No? Celebrare, celebration. I love that you got the CE. No, that's very good. Of course, this is just here so you can say celebrare and I can correct you.
Do you want me to go back?
No. So now you could say in Italian, for example, I want to celebrate.
Voglio celebrare.
Voglio celebrare. Very good. So we've seen how we can access hundreds of Italian verbs through identifying Latin words in English that end Asian, and we take off that Asian and we put are, and we get the verb in Italian, or the to form of the verb. So for example, invitation becomes invitare, to invite. Donate, to donate. So you don't want to make a short verb. We don't want donatare, that's not the verb. We want to go from donation. So when we have donation and we get rid of the Asian, what are we left with? And then we had are,
Donare.
donare. So the same as with celebrate, we have celebration, we get rid of the Asian, and we left with celebra.
Celebrare.
Good. Celebrare, not celebratare. So we want to resist the temptation to take a shortcut going from the verb in English, because that will only sometimes work, and often you will end up with an extra T in Italian that you don't want. So if you want to find, for example, to coordinate, you shouldn't go from coordinate, but from coordination.
Coordinare.
Very good. Coordinare. To terminate or to finish, we can go from termination and we will get to terminate or to finish.
Terminare.
Terminare. Very good. We also have finire, meaning to finish in Italian, finire. We can also get the related word final. How would you say final in Italian?
Banale.
Finale, good. An AL word like normal, normale. And of course we can say in English as well the grand finale, no? To separate, you could say to separate. Separation.
Separare.
Be very cautious of the O's that come through from English. Separate. This is not an Italian sound, you know. In Italian, our vowels are going to be clear. Sepa. So this is an A here, no? Separa, separa, separare.
Separare.
So we want to be very clear when we are pronouncing an E, when we are pronouncing an A, and this is a new skill for the native English speaker. In English, you know, half of the A's are pronounced E's, half of the E's are pronounced A's, and on we go. No? So this will be a new skill to be sure of what vowel actually you're pronouncing when you pull over these convertible words.
Separare.
Good. How would you
Separare.
say, I want to donate?
Voglio dontare.
Are you trying to
Voglio
find it from memory?
dontare.
Are you trying to remember the word we found before, or are you finding it again? There's no reason to use your
Both.
memory. Yeah, there's no reason to use your memory. You just go, oh, how do I find... Okay, donation, find it again.
Dontare.
Slowly though.
Our boon
Donare.
is under
Donare.
So this is just little shortcuts, little stresses that we want to get it out quickly and we want to be right. And these are never tests, these sentences. These are thinking exercises which give us the opportunity to think it through. And it's that thinking through that's going to install the Italian rather than the sentences themselves, no? So we really want to take our time. And we might have to play a little bit even before we realize how it will sound without the Asian. But we will get better at this really quickly. Donation, donare.
spirit
Good.
urn is
So I want to
waiting
donate.
be claimed.
Voglio donare.
Voglio donare. To use, you can say to utilize. No, we have utilization, so we could have found that. This would be utilizzare. But also in Italian you have usare, to use.
Mangiare.
Usare,
Usare.
and that's maybe more common. So how would you say, I want to use it? So it, I want to use.
Lo voglio usare.
Good. Lo voglio usare. Very good.
Lo
What was to
voglio
finish?
usare.
Finire.
Finire, or also we can find from termination. We don't remember finire. We can find termination, take off the Asian, and we would get
Terminare.
very good. Terminare. I want to finish.
Voglio terminare.
Voglio terminare, voglio finire. I want to finish it.
Lo voglio terminare.
Good. And I don't want to finish it.
Non lo voglio terminare.
Very good. Non lo voglio terminare. So we get hundreds of sentences in Italian now. Hundreds just with voglio or non voglio or lo voglio or non lo voglio. With one of these hundreds of verbs we could find from English, from Latin English, and we won't realize just how many they are until we start trying to speak and realizing that we can pull in all of these words. How would you say I don't want to imagine? Let's begin with I don't want.
Non voglio.
Good. To imagine.
Non voglio.
Now imagine has two M's in Italian. You will pronounce those both.
Voglio, non voglio.
Find it slowly, don't guess it.
Immaginatar.
Okay, so go to imagination.
Immaginale.
First, tell me how it will sound without the Asian.
Immaginare.
Good. And to
Immaginare.
Immaginare.
Immaginare. Immaginare.
I don't want to imagine.
Your pay
Non voglio
immaginare.
immaginare.
Non voglio immaginare.
Non
I
voglio
love you in
immaginare.
Italian, in a friendly way or a romantic way, is ti voglio bene. Ti voglio bene. Now this literally means I want you well. So ti is you. Ti voglio, I want you, and then bene, well. We have this in English as well. Benefit, the first bit of benefit is the same as this bene in Italian. Of course, benefit has to do with wellness. No, you can see the connection. So for you, we have ti. T spelled T-I, T-I for you. So if you wanted to say, for example, I want to visit you, I want to visit.
Te voglio visitare.
Good. Ti voglio visitare. I want to invite you.
Te voglio
Так, я понял, я понял, что мне надо.
Ti voglio invitare. Very good. We've seen two little words like lo
Oh shit, man.
that we've been putting before the verb in Italian. For example, we were saying it I want rather than I want it. How was that? I want it or it I want.
Lo voglio.
Lo voglio, good. And we could also say I love you, I want you well. Do you remember how that was?
Ti voglio bene.
Ti voglio bene.
Ti voglio bene.
So we've been putting this before the verb, but when we have a to verb, a verb in its to form, so that means to invite, to visit, to cancel, we can also put it on the end. Now, when we do that, when we put lo or ti or some other words we will see on the end of our to form, our to verb, to cancel, cancellare, that last e on the end, well, we don't need it anymore. No, we like to end in a vowel in Italian, we said, but the lo or the t, for example, already does. So we'll have cancellarlo. And the lo is hooked on, it's written like one word, cancellarlo.
Cancellaro.
So if we say I want to cancel it, we have the option of where to put that lo. We can put it at the beginning as we were doing. So tell me that first. I want to cancel it, or it I want to cancel.
Lo voglio cancellare.
So we have two L's on cancellare. Lo voglio cancellare. Very good. But you could also hook it onto the end of cancellare. But if you do that, then you don't need that E anymore. No? So how would that sound, having it on the end? I want to cancel it.
Voglio cancellarlo.
Very good. Voglio cancellarlo. Very good.
Voglio
have preparation.
cancellarlo.
Which also means we can get the verb to prepare in Italian.
Так, барьер.
Preparare.
Preparare. So we have an A there actually rather than an E. Preparare.
Preparare.
To say I want to get ready in Italian, you could say I want to prepare myself. Now the word for myself is the same as the word for me, and the word for me is the same as in English. Me.
Me.
But how is that spelled
Me.
in Italian?
With an I.
Good, because it's an ink sound like ink, so it's spelled with an I. Very good. Me. So you could say I want to prepare myself, and that would mean I want to get ready. First give it to me with the me up front.
Me voglio preparare.
Mi voglio
So take it syllable by
preparare.
syllable. Preparare.
Preparare.
Don't think, oh, is it an E or an A here? So actually we only have an E at the beginning, which is the E of pre, no? Like prepaid. Pre.
Pre.
And then parare.
Preparare.
Much better. So I want to prepare myself with the me and myself up front.
Me voglio preparare.
Slowly. Because if you don't do it slowly, then the things we just thought about, they get lost.
Mi voglio preparare.
Mi voglio preparare. So that would mean I want to get ready, and we could have the me on the end as well. It doesn't make any difference, no, to the meaning, but we have that option. And how would it sound then with the me on the end?
Voglio prepararmi.
Very good, very good. We have to lose that E on the end. We don't need it anymore because me ends with a vowel. Voglio prepararmi. Good. In the same way, if you were to say, I don't want to conform, in Italian you would say, I don't want to conform myself. Conformation, so we have conform. How would you say to conform?
Conformare.
Conformare. Good.
Conformare.
This is an interesting word. Con actually means with. Con means with. And form, we know what that means. So with form, to conform. It's with form. Conformare. So I don't want to conform, or I don't want to conform myself. Give it to me first with the me up front.
Non mi voglio conformare.
Very good. You forgot it, but it didn't matter because you knew how to find it, no? Conformation, conformare. Good. Non mi voglio conformare. And you could also put it at the end. How would that be?
Non voglio confermarmi.
Non voglio conformarmi. Very good. So these small words, mi, ti, lo, we can have them after the to form, no? To conform, to finish, to cancel, or before the verb that's not a to form anymore. Like voglio is I want, it's not to want. So that means in some situations we have an option, but in other situations we have no option. Like if you only have I want, it's not to want, so you must have the it before. So how would you say I want it?
Lo voglio.
Very good, lo voglio. I don't want it.
Non lo voglio.
Good. So there we have no option, we have no choice, we only have one verb. It's not a to verb, it's not to want, it's I want. So that law comes before. We might also only have a to verb. For example, if we say something like, it is not possible to cancel it. In that part, to cancel it, we only have to cancel. So there again, we have no choice. We must put the law there on the end. So how would you say that? It's not possible to cancel it. Let's begin with it's not possible.
Non è
Non
possibile.
è
Two S's.
possibile.
Possibile. To cancel it.
Possibile. Non è possibile.
Cancellarello.
Cancerarello.
No.
Good. Non è possibile cancellarlo.
Non
Cancellarlo.
è possibile cancellarlo.
Non
But it's important to
possibile
take time with these double consonants like possibile
cancellarlo.
and cancellare. And they will also give you more time to think about what's coming next, no? So it feels like a pause. We are actually pronouncing both of these S's. Possibile. And again, cancellarlo.
Cancellarlo.
Much better. So words like lo, ti, mi, sometimes you won't have a choice on where we put them, sometimes you will. But the rule about where they go is on the end of the to verb, no, to invite, to visit, or before the verb. It's not in the to form like I want. So if you wanted to say, I want to invite you, do you have a choice there on where to put the you?
No, it has to be the front.
Let's try it. Let's put it at the front first. So, you I want to invite.
Rivals won't be around much longer.
Ti voglio invitare.
Ti voglio invitare. And do you think there's anywhere else there it could go, that ti?
Voglio invitarti. Invitarti.
Good. Voglio invitarti. Good. Voglio invitarti, ti voglio invitare. Let's access some more verbs from Latin English. So we have, for example, the word creation, which
Да
means
ёб
we can
твою
also
мать.
find the verb to create in Italian.
Блять, ну капец. Не
So
смог
that's a bit of a
залезть на это
shortcut.
говно
You're going
сраное.
from create and you're putting are. But you want to go from
Он украл у
creation,
меня эту.
remove the Asian and then put your are.
Скопировал,
A bit
точнее, у меня
slowly, so you don't put extra
способность.
sounds, you know.
Creare.
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 Creare. Very good. So we think slowly, syllable by syllable. Complication. So to complicate.
Compliare.
A bit slower.
Compliare.
Any thought process, we want to divide it into like the smallest thoughts possible, you know? So we're really in control of it. So
Comple.
the first bit is, what is it about the Asian, which is complic, actually. It's easy to lose the C because it's like part of the next syllable, no? Complication. But if we just get rid of the Asian, we still have that C, complic. We will realize that only if we do it slowly. And then to that we add our are,
Complicare.
complicare. And then we have to complicate, complicare. Complicare is an
Complicare.
interesting word, actually. I mentioned before that con means with, as in to conform. This can be con of com, so in complicare we have a M there. Complicare actually means with folding, which is interesting though. When something gets complicated, it's
With
like
holding.
folding.
With folding.
With folding. That's what it means. And to fold actually is piegare, piegare. And if you think that's strange, the word for simple-mindedness or naivety in German is Einfalt, which means one fold, one fold. So, you know, there's a shared mentality there somehow about folding and complicatedness or simpleness. So whenever you see a con or a com, try to work out what's going on there behind the scenes. Where is the meaning coming from? So you can go picking apart Italian words and ask native speakers if they can relate it to something. And of course, the native speakers never think about their language this way, so they might enjoy doing it with you. To demonstrate in Italian is dimostrare, dimostrare.
Dimostrare.
Spelled D-I-M-O-S-T-R-A-R-E.
Dimostrare.
So actually, we have a couple of changes there from demonstrate. The N goes, and the DE of demonstrate becomes DI in Italian. So we get dimostrare to demonstrate.
Dimostrare.
This actually means something like from monster. Monster was a deformed animal actually, which was considered like an omen, demonstrating something like a message or a sign
Demonstrate.
from the god. So, you know, maybe you see
Straight
an
to
animal
the
is
demon.
born to many, and we will understand that monster as a sign from
Monster,
God.
monster.
So demonstrate.
stop it. Everybody know I'm a motherfucking monster.
To demonstrate. This D we will find around that it means of or from. If we get rid of it, we're left with mostrare, which means just to show.
Mostrare.
Mostrare. So this is like literally to monster.
Mostrare
But it means to show.
anch'ionchen.
Mostrare.
Mostrare.
The monster is il mostro. Il mostro.
Il mostro.
So that's the monster.
Il
So you can see
mostro.
all of that connected. How would you say I want to show you? I want to show you.
Voglio mostrarti.
Good. So we didn't put it up front, so we had to hook it on the end there and lose the E of mostrare. Voglio mostrarti. But we could have also had it up front. Ti voglio mostrare.
Mastery of the occult.
The
Wrote
capital,
down in legend.
the capital, like the capital city, is La. And how would capital be?
The capital of Great Britain. Oh.
La capitale. How would you say I want to show you the capital?
The sapphire flames of Caldor.
Voglio mostrare.
Voglio-
Mostrarti la capitale.
Good. Voglio mostrarti la capitale. O ti voglio mostrare la capitale. So we have this same root of monster, monitor, admonish, also money. Money, the money monster, is a showing of value. It's not real value. Well,
Где эта
especially,
скотиняка?
our monetary system as well. Money doesn't have any real value. It's a show.
Скотиняра.
Money is actually monster or show. Actually, the language
Кнопки,
of,
кнопки,
the
кнопки
economy is
можно
quite
нажать
value.
нормально?
The money monster.
Сука, я застрял.
Mortgage is a death pact. We have mortal. No, how would mortal be in Italian?
Mortale.
Mortale, exactly. So mortgage, and we have that T that we don't pronounce in mortgage. That actually means death pact. Then we have advertisement. Advertisement actually means a warning. To warn in Italian is avvertire. Two V's. Avvertire.
Avvertire.
Good. We have inadvertently in English as well, where we can see that.
Не показалось ли он рефрешер нажал?
Inadvertently. So advertisement is a warning.
А, нет, он умер.
And we have
Ну, может, под рефрешер, ну, типа,
avvertire, to warn in
При
Italian.
нажатии
How
рефрешера.
would you say I want to warn you?
Te voglio avvertire.
Ti voglio
Ti voglio
avvertire. O
avvertire.
voglio avvertirti. And then we have the word debt, no, which is spelled D-E-B-T in English. And the word devo in Italian, so that B becomes a V in Italian. Devo means I owe or I have to. D-E-V-O.
Divio.
I have to or I owe.
Devo.
So that related to debt, no, is I have to, I must, it's obligation. So the meaning of debt is just obligation. So devo, I owe, or also I have to in Italian. So how would you say I have to warn you?
Devo.
Devo avvertire.
Good. Ti devo avvertire.
Ti devo
So money is a
avvertire.
monster, mortgage is a death pact, and advert is a warning, and debt is what you get when you buy the thing the warning was about, and that debt is obligation. Devo, I owe, or I must, I have to. How would you say, I have to show you the capital? I have to show you the capital. So we'll break it up and think piece by piece. I have to, or I must, or I owe,
Devo
to show you.
mostrarti
The capital.
Oh yes! Как же нарванула.
capitale.
Devo mostrarti la capitale. I must cooperate.
Devo cooperare.
Devo cooperare. I must inform myself. This just means I must get info, I have to find out, you know? I must inform myself or inform me.
Devo informarmi.
Devo informarmi. Good. I must visit you.
Devo visitarti.
Very good. Devo visitarti.
Devo visitarti.
Good. O ti devo visitare. Very good. So how was I want?
Voglio.
Voglio. Good. And I owe or I must, which was related to debt.
Devo.
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 So the O is showing us that it's I, no? I want, voglio. I must, devo. So the O is what's showing us that it's I. We have a word for I which we can use. This is
Pramazal.
yo. And it can sound a little bit more like yo, when it's, especially when it's pronounced in a sentence, a little bit like the English a, you know? If somebody says, how would you say this word, is in a house, you know, and you pronounce it slowly, you will say a house. But then more fluently, a house, a house. So this is the situation with io. Io, when it stands alone, but maybe a little more like yo when you hear it in a sentence.
Ja.
And this is spelled I-O. So you can use this for emphasis, you know, if you want to say like, I want, you know, who wants? I do, I want.
Io voglio.
Io voglio. I want it. We will have the I first.
Io lo voglio.
Good. I don't want it.
Io voglio.
Non voglio.
Io
And
non
it?
voglio.
Io non lo voglio.
Good. But if you say it slowly and broken like this, you would pronounce more io. Io non lo voglio. Or more fluently, io non lo voglio. And that io is kind of extra. Like we say, we don't need it, non lo voglio. And because of that, it's really flexible. So you could say io non lo voglio or non lo voglio io, which is even more emphatic. So it would sound like I'm the one that doesn't want it. How was possible? Possible.
Is waiting to be claimed.
Possibile.
Very good. Possibile.
Possibile.
Now I can is posso. Posso. Also with two S's.
Posso.
So I can or I am able, so your ability is your possibility. So we can see that connection. Possibile, posso, I can. And again the O showing that it's I. How would you say I can, emphasizing I?
Io posso.
Io posso. Very good there with the double S. How would you say I am able to cancel it? I am able to cancel it. I can cancel it.
Grow strong.
Posso cancellare.
Good. And the it?
Posso lo cancellare.
That's the only place you can't put it. You can have it on the end there, or you can have it before the verb that is not in its
Lo
true
posso.
form, no? So, good. Lo posso cancellare, or
Posso cancellarlo. Cancellarlo.
good. Posso cancellarlo. And if you don't want to worry about that,
Где, кого?
lo posso cancellare. How would you say I can't cancel it? I am not able to cancel it.
Non posso cancellare.
So if you will put it on the end, we don't need the E anymore of cancellare. And of course, cancellarlo is also written like one word. But if you don't want to worry about doing that, you can just put it up front.
Non lo posso cancellare.
Much easier, no?
Yeah.
Non lo posso cancellare.
Oh, cancellare.
Is li.
Lì.
So we have lo for it and li for them.
Voice my
I can
handy.
cancel them. I'm able to cancel them.
Le posso cancellare.
So it's li, L-I. Li posso cancellare. Or posso cancellarli. The word for today in Italian today is oggi.
Oggi.
That's O-G-G-I. Oggi.
Oggi.
So you see,
Oggi.
these double consonants are a big deal in Italian. They're a big feature of Italian. We must get used to stopping on them, no? Taking our time to pronounce both. Oggi, which feels and sounds like a pause, no? Oggi. And that also gives us time to think, especially when we're building our sentences. Oggi, today. So how would you say, I can't cancel them today? I can't cancel them today.
Non posso cancellarli.
Good.
Cancellarli.
Today.
Oggi.
Very good.
Oggi.
Non posso cancellarli oggi. How was I have to?
бота, 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 бота.
You two have endured much to come, and you will not fail. Complete the ritual and earn your reward.
Що з інтернетами? О, пинг возвращается. Yes. Спокойно, мальчик. Блин, очень хочу защиту.
I got some tricks in my sleeve. Well, time to get digging.
Это было non-unreal. Non-реале. Оу, щемен. Я ж не отхил 0. Ну, блин, я хилиться, бро. О. Фух. Да идите в жопу. Хитрюганы. Хитруджано. Блин, это Hellbane по-любому брать надо. Так, сразу Hellbane. Oh shit, man. Да иди этот. О, братва, это было хорошо. Это было хорошо. Это было нескромно. Хорош, Дайнамо подбросил. Хрен, гуляй отсюда, Вася. Яп, приперся. Что-то я много.
Our blue walker is under attack.
Let's blow the shit out of Bebop.
I don't wanna lie ya. I don't wanna hate ya.
We are closer to completing the ritual.
Down, down, down. Блин, не достал тут. Сейчас пойду за Мортаделлой. Мортаделла. Ла. Не ла, а ла. Ла-ла-ла. Ла-ла-ла. Ugh.
Be rewarded. Our blue walker is under attack.
А, я вспомнил, мне же вообще надо... Ладно. Коплю 3К. О, это мне надо. Допоможіть, спасіть, рятуйте. Угу. Угу. Угу.
Another part of the ritual complete.
Ну, пожалуйста, ну... Чё? Блин, короче, надо на синюю идти. Реально, блин. What a broken piece of shit. Ты его калика убила, что ли? Край. Excuse me, what did actually killed me?
Living up to his reputation.
Тю-дю. Спирит визит. Блин, мне вот это надо. О, Калика убили втроем. Вот какая песня у Локдога была под этот минус? Maybe baby.
We need to stop Dynamo.
I'll take any advantage I can.
Our blue walker is under attack. Our blue walker has been destroyed.
Let's see them try to heal now.
О, несется уже. Да это хрень какая-то, типа. Ну, в смысле, Понь. В смысле, я, наверное, продам вот это. Блин. Капец, как поменять? О, так? Круто. Все, оказалось, только юбочка помялась. Чуваки, нам синий надо давить. Нам желтый давит. Короче, пошел в жопу вот этот дикей. Он меня бесит. Что он дает? Health Regen, Ability Duration. Нет, не надо, спасибо. Мне, пожалуй, реактив барьер бы не помешал. Ну, вообще, в принципе, Spirit Armor. И вместе Vulnerability. Да. Да, но нет. Каста ритмов. Пип-пип. Кабанелла. Чисто кабанелла. Хорошо. Кто такой? Удали ты генеш чатик. Жизнь. Ударьте, просто ударьте по ней. Спасибо за урну, детка. Бейб. Отсоси свой вейп. Так, ну тут спиритизма просто миллион, поэтому надо от него защиту брать. О. Таямба! Надо немножечко. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. На мне по пути, прости, такое бывает. Побыстрее забывай. Тебя любят и ждут. И пум-пум-пум-пум-пум-пум-пум. Пум-пум-пум-пум-пум-пум. Па-па-па-па-па-пам. Братва, залетаем. Уезжаю на Мальдивы. Memory.
You have a good eye. They took out Wraith.
Таямба. Бабаюмба. Бабаюмба обоюдно, ё-моё, ежики. Все, пушим, никого не слушаем. Ничего я такой медленный? Меня замедлило что-то, походу. А можно я почитаю рэп? Чё меня там застакало? Просто, ну, типа, я тупо не мог отлипнуть от места. Чё за бред? Суки-нуки, таки, раки, на Китай. Блин, ну это байт на классы, ребята. Не ведитесь. Блин, а тут лестничка прикольная. И мне кажется, ее не было раньше. Как будто она была раньше чуть ли не нарисованная. Что-то такое. Что тут шиф? У тебя станчик есть, дай ему станчик. До свидания. Мое счастье. А, у нас на Мираже вообще какой-то гений играет. Вот без преувеличения. А дать ульту? А дать ульту вообще ни за что. Да ёб твою мать. Кто тут это говно поставил? Отпустите звезду, отпустите. Я вообще-то рекламное лицо Мази Календула. Ой, хорошо они, конечно. Застанчикс. Сработал. Бля, нормально раздают там басов. Давайте, давайте, пацаны. Ладно, но, чуваки, дай нам, не забываем. Бля, лучше бы вы, конечно, блядь, запушили синий. Ой, блин, только не умирайте. Минус семерка, минус инфернус? Нет! Убежи! Not infit, у нас инфернус 28к. Откуда у тебя 28к? So flight is Chinatown.
Lashes inflicting such delightful misery.
Скорее. Скорее! Где я? Где эта скотина? Да прыгни, блин! Ну что меня так станет? Ну все, Мортаделла, жди меня. Блин, готовься пикать всем. Да уж, ребята, Чигу и Као. Как минимум. Колбасам. Ну ё. Я не понимаю, кто где вообще. Я не понимал. Кто-то еще живот. Просто. Вот это Торман Пульс, конечно, имбушечка. Все. Хорошо, сейчас меда. Ну, давай, на меда. На медусик. Мид, плиз.
Spirit urn is waiting to be claimed.
Сука, ну дебилы! Ой, я извиняюсь. Ну прошу прощения. Ну, я именно... Пожалуйста, Миражич, помоги мне. Нет, все, бэк. Все геи вместе. Просто все геи вместе. Семерка это просто, ну, какой-то рофл. Какая урна вообще, блядь. Я был в шоках, честно говоря, что мы не добили мидбосса. Там было просто... было очень мало хп. Я бы как... Хорошо было бы это передать в voice, но... Мне кнопок не хватает. Да, они его добили. Это ГГ. С таким, конечно, строем.
They took the region.
Ой. Так один раз я вас прошу, пожалуйста, назад. Минус хейт. Ну играйте под реджу, под этим.
See us coming.
Просто какое-то счастье, как мы вообще убили все. Но они сейчас резнутся все быстро. Excuse me, what did you actually... Нет, 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 назад. Уу! Ну все, это полное кунанье сан. Нет, 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 жить! Давайте, Шива, добейте. Yes! Тихо, тихо, тихо. Хорошо. Калика осталось. Это босс вертолет. Ой, тайминги, тайминги. Хорошо, вот сейчас хорошо. Фу, давайте. Ладно, все нормально. Так, на живучесть что-то можно взять? Может, партитуду взять? Партитуда от экстра идет. Лича можно было бы. Блин, очень хотелось бы партитуду взять. А вот ее можно взять. Блин, нет, нельзя. Блин. Хотелось бы. Ой, семерка, что она выдумал. Ну мы должны сейчас бить. Отлично. Беру фортитуду. Блин, а его хрен пробьешь. А что у меня милишка? What can't I do? What should I show? Konoko. Ту-ту-ту-ту-ру. Не, Мираж это вообще просто. Откуда у него 49 вообще, я не понимаю. Давай, давай, второй! Ох.
Ready, Maurice?
Я не пойду на мир. Не идите на мир. А можно я почитаю рэп? А, спалили поличные пальцы. Ура! Ну второй, ну на втором давай. О. Так, в семерке есть ульта. Лэш лоу, Лэш очень лоу. Лэш, пожалуйста! Убили Лэша! Семерка разультился. Нет? Семерка разультись. Или рано еще? Она не сдохнет. О, хорошо. Хорошо. Блин, 20 секунд. Нету 20 секунд. Блин, нету 20 секунд. 10 секунд. 9. Поздно ничего не могу. Нормально. Давай, бэк.
Let's dig. Keep the pressure up, boys. You ready, Maurice?
Нет! Пошла в жопу. Извините. Блять, можно похилиться быстрее. Что, могу что-нибудь купить? Так.
Stay 2 steps ahead of death, my friend.
The spirit urn is waiting to be claimed.
Together.
Start digging. We will never yield. Keep fighting, Maurice.
Exquisite nerves.
Ну дай... Помогите семерочке. Ему тяжело. Да, да, молодец. Супер.
Guys, hello.
Кому еще отсыпать?
Okay, let's quick get mid, guys. Go mid, everyone, please.
Так, нет, грин. Блин, две руны скорости. Тупо, реально, это же реально, это реально вообще? Так, мне не нравится это. Сколько? 14 тысяч? Будет резист. Дебаф резист. У меня такая скорость, я аж не успеваю сам за собой. Да, хорошо, она умерла. Еще бы Хейс. Ой-ой-ой, ой-ой-ой, ой-ой-ой. Дело дрянь. 7, пожалуйста, назад. Бэк, бэк, бэк. Нет, нет, не умирай. Он сейчас умрет. Нет, быстро, на базу, на базу, на базу, на базу. Нет. Это ГГ. А Инфернус просто стоит. Ой, это было жестко, конечно. Гебестяк. Нормальджан. Ой, все, всем спасибо, всем пока.